fiercest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights. It's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. Inside the... And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play may go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So BYU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll try to get outside. Oh, better look out. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. The short hands, it's Andrews. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Open space at the 25. Pulled down for the tackle.
I don't think the defense was expecting run on that play. Second and forever. They were all dropping back into coverage. They got gashed.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Utes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Another ball is knocked free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Special teams is such a momentum builder. A lot of times you see it change games, and it's so nice when you're a defense and you're about to go on the field. All of a sudden you get a fumble, and now you don't have to go on the field. Man, a great feeling. Hey, offense, you got this. Go take care of it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Leaves it with the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Utes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. To the air, it's Applewhite. Safe completion on the screen. Looking for the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it to the left. Looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, Dave. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Makes the grab. It's Reeder. Breaks into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. BYU with the first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Reeder. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he got loose. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Finds his man. It's Savage. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He might want another play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble. And you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better...
Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They just keep firing. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Back's got it. Touchdown, Utes! The offense cashing it in on that drive. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Warner. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Fakes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the youth, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll go back to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the line.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Warner. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as you catch.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it the other way. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Utah! What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures, He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Back to pass, it's Warner. Got it in the middle, it's Little. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Little. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. BYU has this offense clicking. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Rooks. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Punch it out of the air. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rush is on him. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. So now it's 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and take it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the... Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is the team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's Warner. Snagged in the middle. It's Little. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. This is a designed run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
To the air on 1st down. They'll go with a quick touch pass. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. And the Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On the run, it's Hawkins. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in there.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the first down. He's loose all right. Made a defender miss. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team. But this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on! And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Great job by the back on the option. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Warner. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Let's go. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Here we go.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Sets up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Warner. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's loose down the left side. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Hawkins. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. BYU with the 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
It'll be a draw. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They were certainly feeling